Ellis B. Feaster's Radio Air Check and Classic TV channel.
Harrison Ford, you didn't have anything to do with that chandelier thing, did you? This wasn't a payback deal with old Condit, was it? And then George Patton will be on with this, I don't know what he's talking about. I think something to do with that GE ice maker that blew up on us. Yeah. And how awful I feel. All the unfair things we said about Jack Welch, except I got to thinking about it.
Right.
What do we care?
Yeah, come on.
And then Bill Clinton on being reimbursed for the legal costs of Whitewater.
Damn right.
Oh, yeah, that
fair's fair.
No justice, no peace.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it looks like a good show this morning. And the Flatlanders are coming.
Flatlanders are indeed.
And Elizabeth Cook, that was this woman from Warner Brothers Records that my man in L.A., R.J. Curtis, he hangs down on Alvarado Street, Chuck. Now those pound chicken there.
Right.
She's country. He sent me, look, it's not a demo. Hi, Chicken Jack, how are you? He sent me, did you hear any Elizabeth? I played that I'm Not Lisa, didn't I? That's a good record, isn't it? Me and Jack was line dancing out there at the bar, weren't we, Jack? Well, not quite line dancing. We could get that. Then I sent $10,000 to that station in Dallas yesterday. They'll get it today.
That's beautiful.
So
it's great.
For the Flatlanders, they put Pay the Alligator. I think they jerked my chain a little bit, but the money goes to the American Red Cross. I think they jerked our chain a little bit, and they're supposed to give it to the South Texas flood people.
Yeah,
now, whether they ever get it or not, I mean,
once it's out of your hands and headed that direction, you have no control on it.
If it was up to what's the name of the station in Dallas, Bernie? I don't expect you to know off the top of your head.
KSCS.
Okay, KSCS. Now, they wanted to give it to the American Red Cross, claiming the American Red Cross is going to earmark it for the South Texas flood people. I said, well, all right. That's not what I would do.
Get a couple of bags of Bounty paper towels. That's about it. Courtesy the I-Man.
But I said I would send the money, so I sent the money. So I did my part, but I wouldn't I was much happier with the L.A. deal where it went right to Peter Tilden's children's situation where he actually distributes the money and they actually help these homeless kids and other indigent folks there in Los Angeles. But I can't bitch about it. I'm not bitching about giving the money at all. I don't care about that. But
just the disbursement.
Yeah. And if he raises his eyebrows, then look out.
How can you help it?
Well, no, you can't. Anyway, here's Chuck with a little news. Good morning, Charles.
As Bernard said, the president is signing the corporate fraud bill today, saying it sounds a clear warning to CEOs who, in his words, fudge the books.
Please.
He says the message is this, quote, we're going to find you, we're going to arrest you, and we're going to hold you to account. And also said he is happy to sign the corporate fraud bill.
I'm signing a good bill. It's a bill overwhelmingly embraced by Republicans and Democrats that says loud and clear to corporate America, we expect you to be responsible.
Well, what is in this bill that wouldn't happen to a corporate executive who was a crook now?
Well, I don't know if it would ever get to that point. I mean,
certain things are fundamentally against the law, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Well, what is in this bill? Who knows? Does Fress know, Bernie? Charles?
One would hope.
I'm sure he does.
There's a board that's going to oversee this stuff, but you would think that that's what the SEC was doing.
It imposes new rules on accountants, including this independent review board, and what are described as tough new criminal penalties for corporate wrongdoers.
Well, I mean, something that they're not subject to now?
Apparently so.
What?
Specifically, I don't know, I do.
I hope somebody on First Staff's listening so he has some answers.
Yes.
Damn right. Tax dollars at work.
This passed where, in the House or the Senate? It must pass in the House.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe Ford should know.
Well, of course he'll.
Maybe Fress hasn't even taken a look at it. It's not over to the Senate yet, is it?
Yeah, it passed both houses.
Yeah,
it did pass both houses. Oh, he's going to sign it today.
Yeah, big East Room signing ceremony is planned.
It basically...
It's 4:13 here in New Mexico, so let me wake up. Duh. God, what a dope I am.
Idiot.
Who called me an idiot?
Come on, let's pipe up.
Come
here.
on,
Let's
Warner,
fess up.
what's the matter with you?
Sid. Moron.
I heard you, you bastard. Well, then they both must know what's in it. It sounds to me like it's just something to just pacify us.
Placate us.
Yeah, placate is the word. Doesn't it?
Well, usually anti-regulation Republicans oppose some elements of it, but all that was swept away amid fears that voters would punish GOP candidates over an election year, what has been actually a torrent of corporate scandals.
Who did the news on MSNBC this morning at the top of the hour?
Christie.
Is Christie there?
Yeah.
All right.
We need to talk to Christie.
She dresses like she's going out to Easter Sunday Mass. She needs to dress more like a slut. Like the rest of the news bunnies do.
Okay, well, we need to talk to her. So get her on the phone. We'll talk to her coming up here. All right. We're talking about hard firemen. Well, now we have the elections. You alluded to them earlier, coming up in November.
Yeah.
Have you interviewed Paul O'Neill?
I have never... Yeah, no, let me take that back. Yes, I have.
There you go.
You went fine.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Come on.
You can't be doing that, Howard.
I don't know what happened.
You can't go to work today.
I had a mad moment. I'm sorry.
You can't go to work. What are you, nuts?
Well, I'm going over to see a bunch of Democrats, so they'll take me in.
Imus in the morning.
Howard Feynman. Oh, no.
You got him.
Oh, God.
Congratulations.
You got him.
That's an Aldamato Judge Eno moment right there.
You're absolutely right.
Oh, man.
All right, now you can go home for the rest of the week.
19 after the hour. Please welcome to the Irish Morning program now, Christy Musumeci. Good morning, Miss Musumeci.
Morning, I-Man.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
What's the matter?
Well, I heard the disparaging comments yesterday.
What disparaging comments? What disparaging comments?
Don't act all innocent with me.
No. I'm not acting innocent. You had on this red, whatever it was, and it looked like you had a big old... Huh?
A red suit.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice that you're wearing the same color today that I was wearing.
My son left me a note. As I go in my closet, there's 50 shirts hanging there.
Yeah.
He leaves me a note, Daddy, please wear your red shirt. I said, oh, God, okay. So that's why I'm wearing the red shirt. Nothing to do with you. Sure. But anyway, so I go in. You've got a big, you've got this, I mean, I'm watching you. You've got this, it looks like, we know you don't have a roll. However, it looks like you got a, you don't have a roll like Lori has? Well, it looks like you have this big roll.
It looked like you had a Lori roll.
Looks like you had a big old gut there.
Well,
Santa Claus.
Well, you both know that I no more have a gut than I'm a person in the world who likes him.
We know that. Well, and we well are aware of that.
In fact, we pointed that out yesterday.
Yes.
You did, Chuck.
It looked as though you did.
Ted heard Imus going on and on about it.
No, I don't know. Imus didn't go on and on about anything. We are in yours. We're on your side here.
Couldn't be more in your corner.
We're in your corner. It's between rounds, and we're trying to help out here. We have to win this thing. And then another thing they do, when you first came on yesterday morning, I said I got on the intercom and said, "Who the hell is that?" They've got so much. Somebody's put so much hairspray on your hair.
I don't know.
It looks like a helmet.
Looked like you'd been paid.
It does not. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Fine.
All right.
If that's
by
what
the way,
you,
Bernard.
okay. If that's what you want to go with.
If that's you know, you want to look like you look around the radio station.
You know, a little bit nutty, a little bit slutty.
Like a cheap hole.
Yeah, right. I really want to look slutty. I don't think so.
Well, no, but you don't. You don't want to look like James Trafficant, do you? with a hair helmet.
Man, I don't want to look like Doris Kearns Goodwin either, with a giant cowboy hat on.
That's fine. See, here's the thing. It isn't going to help you to attack me. I'm trying to help you. Your response is to attack me.
You were making very disparaging remarks yesterday.
No, I wasn't. I said you look like you had a gut.
I did not look like I had a gut.
Who makes the disparaging remarks on this program? Bernard. I did nothing.
Bernard.
I simply
I heard
asked.
his comment about. I heard Bernard this morning. I look like I'm going to a Sunday mass, or what did you look like? You should be driving a...
Well, whatever. I'm not supposed to look good. You're the news bunny.
Absolutely.
Let's get a little leather, plunging necklines or something.
Sure, a little décolletage.
Look, why don't you open your library of Penthouse magazines if that's what you want? I'm not going to wear plunging leather.
Okay.
Well, we're trying to get ratings here, that's all.
Okay.
We don't need Nate Newton reading the news.
No, that's what happened yesterday, Christy, not from me. So.
Where's the love? You know,
if you think
we do love you, that's the whole point of this.
Here's the thing, Christy. If you think you look fine, fine.
Well, yeah, there's nothing.
What is wrong with the way I look? I have a pale blue linen suit on.
No, that's fine. But we can't see. We don't know if it looks like you have a gut in this one or not. Look, but your hair is all matted down. Your hair looks like you haven't washed it in about a week. Well, it's they put now that
we need you to look like you used to look when you were going out trolling for men in the city on Friday nights.
Why don't you put on what you had on when you staggered into that gin mill and bumped into Ted?
Made the bathroom run.
First of all, I never staggered into a gin mill. You're recalling your days as an addict.
Okay, here we go. It's easy to attack me when you're the one who is in desperate need of some sort of a help here.
I don't think I'm in desperate need of any help. Have you looked at a monitor at yourself?
But I am
not a news bunny.
I'm not a news bunny, nor do I care about being on television. You, obviously, care about being on television, which is the reason that you resigned your position with us, and with our support, our enthusiastic support, by the way.
We love you. This is tough love.
For you for this television career, which we think holds great promise for you between you and me, but not great promise if you're going to look like you're wearing a helmet.
No, that's not good. It's not a good one.
With a role like Lori has.
Even Katie Couric, the fact that she's starting to look like Warner Wolf doesn't stop her from dressing like a half a slut. I mean, that's the way to go. That's the trend in TV news for females.
I have one word for you if you want to know what's working in cable television.
You, frankly, are not the person. What?
What happened? What are you in Baghdad? You got one on the 7-second delay. You're right across the river. We can't even talk to you.
Jesus God!
Every time I say something, you continue to talk and won't let me finish. So
go ahead.
Go ahead. What were we going to say?
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that Bernard is not particularly the person that I am going to consult for fashion advice.
Okay.
I am the target demo.
Mr. Cab Driver from Brooklyn.
Jackass sitting in his living room
with a beard.
Hey, look at that over there.
If you're not a
corporate reform bill.
If you're not reaching Bernard, you're not reaching the audience. So I'm just telling you.
I disagree with you.
Well, okay, well, fine.
I think I'm reaching just fine.
Lose a button. Start right now. Lose a button.
Disregard the advice. That's fine.
Okay, come on. Go. At least do
really
this.
Miss you guys.
Christy, at least do this.
She wants to kill us.
Christy, go back and fluff your hair up a little bit so it doesn't look like you have a helmet on. At least do that. I'm begging you.
Give us that. Give us that,
at least.
That's all.
Just a little fluff.
That's minor.
All right.
That's good.
All right, have a nice morning,
That's a good
Christy.
start.
Works for me.
Bye.
25 after the hour here in New York.
Imus in the morning
program. We're going to talk with Fred Dicker from the New York Post here in just a minute. He's a state editor for them, or maybe something else. I don't know. He's only been on about 50 times. Senator Bill Frist, he's going to be on. He's from Tennessee. I do know that. I also know he's a doctor. And Congressman Harold Ford, who we have developed a sort of an affection for this guy. He's very, very smart. And you find out what's up with him. He voted with, I don't know if this is the right way to, well, he didn't vote with Gary Condit. But Gary Condit voted to,
he opposed
against expelling James Traficant, who had a rather colorful appearance on the Imus Morning program yesterday, in which he used the F word, which we managed to censor on the radio, but not on television, much to our delight. Congressman Harold Ford voted present when they were expelling Sheriff Traficant, who, by the way, will be sentenced today, right, Charles?
That's correct.
Okay. Anyway, please welcome now to the program Fred Dicker. Good morning, Mr. Dicker.
Good morning, Mr. Imus. How are you?
I'm fine.
A couple of books that came out about Giuliani, but it was one of the most open secrets that one could see back in. This was during the 1989 Giuliani-Dinkins, or I should say Dinkins-Giuliani race. Could have turned the race. It came in a time when the Dinkins people were attacking Rudy Giuliani for supposedly lying about having been married to his, I guess it was his second cousin or third cousin was his first wife. He got an annulment, claimed he didn't know that she was his cousin, and so the relevance of these letters was, well, if Dinkins is going to attack Giuliani for that, what about the fact that he's allegedly having an affair with all these women, and here are the love letters to prove it. But in the midst of one of the most explosive elections in New York history, these letters never became public during the campaign. They were spiked.
Well, who spiked them at the Daily News?
At the Post.
No, who spiked them at the Daily
News? Excuse me. I don't know. I wasn't over there.
Well, who spiked them at the New York Times?
Well, you know, the concern was, and it was made explicit, in all seriousness, that this somehow, if it became public, could create a race war in an already very tense city. And that if you bring up charges of, philandering against the black mayor, and David Dinkins, of course, was the city's first African-American mayor, it could explode. I had the letters, and we had them at the Post, the alleged letters. I don't think there's any doubt that they were authentic.
You probably wrote them.
They were really quite something. We have pictures, too.
It's not my job to defend Jerry Nachman. My only point is that if you guys had the story and spiked it, they obviously had it at the Daily News, the New York Times, the other couple of Voice, the yellow paper or orange paper, whatever it is. I've only been in New York 30 years. I can't even quite know this medical center. I'm at Cream in a hospital for colon cancer prevention. Although it has one of the highest mortality rates among all forms of cancer, colon cancer is also one of the most preventable. That's why the Colon Cancer Prevention Center at Hackensack University Medical Center is strongly committed to early detection. You can put your trust and confidence in their highly experienced staff of colon cancer specialists. If you're 50 years old or older and you have a history of colon cancer in your family, protect yourself with the best. Today's most advanced screening technique, procedures for colon cancer are all under one roof over there at Hackensack University Medical Center. It's another one hospital for colon cancer prevention in the New Jersey metropolitan area. The Hackensack University Medical Center, leading the way in preventing, detecting, and treating colon cancer. Call them for an appointment, more information, stuff like that. 201-996-2272, Hackensack University Medical Center. These days, mosquitoes are more than just a nuisance, they're also a health hazard. You hear the warnings about the West Nile virus all the time. The sonic web biting insect control by Applica is the most effective insect control device available, guaranteed. Sonic Web uses its revolutionary patented sonic heartbeat lure, which mimics the sound of a heartbeat, plus 3 other attractants to draw in and eliminate mosquitoes.